Have you ever looked at your dog and wondered, do they really love me, or do they just love the snacks? It's a funny question, but for dog owners, it's also a deeply emotional one. Because dogs can't say, I love you in words. They say it in behaviors, in glances, in routines, in tiny emotional signals most people completely overlook. And here's the surprising part. According to research, dogs form attachment bonds with humans that are strikingly similar to the bond human infants form with their caregivers. In one well-known behavioral test, dogs showed clear signs of attachment, stress during separation, and comfort when their owner returned. So yes, your dog may love you far more deeply than you realize. In this video, we're breaking down 7 powerful signs your dog loves you more than you think, including one subtle behavior most owners completely misunderstand. And trust me, sign number 3 is one of the strongest, emotional signals of all, yet most people miss it. Let's get into it. 1. Your dog checks on you constantly. Not every sign of love is dramatic. Sometimes love looks like this. Your dog leaves the room, then comes back just to look at you. You're in the bathroom, they follow. You move from the couch to the kitchen. Somehow they need to know. A lot of owners assume this is just clinginess, but in dog psychology, this behavior often reflects social monitoring. Your dog keeping track of the person they're emotionally attached to. Dogs are highly social animals. Over thousands of years of domestication, they evolved to pay incredibly close attention to humans. In fact, studies show dogs can follow human gaze, read emotional expressions, and respond to subtle social cues better than many other species. When your dog keeps checking where you are, they're not just being needy. They're showing that you matter to them. You are part of their emotional map, their sense of safety, their pack. And if your dog briefly leaves but keeps coming back to make sure you're still there, that's often quiet, everyday love. 2. They sleep near you. Even when they don't have to sleep, it's one of the most vulnerable states for any animal. In the wild, sleeping in the wrong place can mean danger. That instinct never fully disappears. So when your dog chooses to sleep near you, by your bed, outside your door, next to the couch, or even with their body touching yours, that choice means something. It means they feel safe with you. And more than that, it means they want to be vulnerable near you. Research on dog behavior consistently shows that physical proximity is a major sign of trust and attachment. Dogs don't always need constant petting or attention to feel connected. Sometimes just being close is enough. That's why some of the most bonded dogs don't act overly excited every second of the day. Instead, they quietly settle near their person. Not because they're bored, not because they have nowhere else to go, but because being near you regulates them emotionally. If your dog chooses your feet over a soft bed across the room, or the floor beside you over the entire couch, that's not random. That's affection expressed through trust. 3. They yawn, stretch, or shake off after emotional moments. This is the one most owners miss. Let's say you come home after being gone for hours. Your dog runs to you, tail going, body wiggling, full of emotion. And then a few seconds later, they yawn, or stretch, or do a full body shake, almost like they're drying off, even though they're not wet. Most people ignore this, but in canine body language, these behaviors can be part of emotional regulation. Dogs often release tension through body-based signals after excitement, stress, or emotional intensity. A reunion with you can create exactly that, a surge of emotion followed by a calming response. In other words, your dog may be saying, "That was a big feeling, I'm safe now." Dog behavior experts often call these actions displacement or reset behaviors. They can happen after mild stress, but also after overwhelming happiness, anticipation, and relief. And here's why that matters. If your dog shakes off after greeting you or yawns once they settle near you, it may reflect the emotional impact your presence has on their nervous system. You don't just excite them, you move them emotionally. That's a profound sign of attachment. And once you start noticing it, you may realize your dog has been showing love this way all along. 4. They bring you toys, but not always because they want to play a dog. Dropping a toy at your feet looks simple, but sometimes it means more than "throw this." Dogs often use objects socially. A toy can be an invitation, yes, but it can also be an offering. In bonded relationships, dogs will frequently bring treasured items to their favorite human. Toys, blankets, socks, even random household objects they're oddly proud of. This can be a form of social sharing. Think about it. Your dog is taking something of value or emotional importance and bringing it to you. That's not nothing. Some dogs do this when they're excited. Some do it to start interaction. And some do it simply because sharing with you feels rewarding. There's also evidence that dogs associate their owners with positive emotional outcomes and safety. One study found that dogs actually showed increased motivation in problem solving and task engagement when their owner was present compared to when they were alone. So if your dog proudly parades over with their favorite toy, tail high, eyes bright, waiting for your reaction, they may not just want a game, they may want connection. They're including you in what matters to them. And that's one of the clearest signs of affection in a social species. 5. They watch you more than you realize. Have you ever caught your dog just staring at you? Not in a creepy way, not in a "where's my dinner" way, just quietly watching. This matters more than most people think. Studies have shown that when dogs and owners engage in mutual gazing, both species can experience increased oxytocin levels, often called the bonding hormone or love hormone. In one famous study, dog-owner pairs who spent more time gazing at each other had significantly higher oxytocin increases afterward. That's huge. It suggests that loving eye contact between dogs and humans may strengthen the bond biologically, not just emotionally. Now, of course, context matters. A hard stare from an unfamiliar dog can mean discomfort. But with your own dog, soft eyes, relaxed blinking, and calm observation are often signs of affection and emotional attunement. Your dog watches you because you are important, because your expressions matter, because they've learned to read your face, your mood, your movements. Some dogs do this openly, others do it quietly from across the room. But if your dog often keeps one eye on you, tracks your mood, or gazes at you when nothing else is happening, that's not just attention, that's attachment. 6. They get genuinely affected when you leave and deeply relieved when you return. This is one of the clearest emotional signs of love, though it can show up in subtle ways. Not every dog destroys furniture or howls when left alone. Separation-related attachment doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like waiting by the door, sleeping with your clothing, reduced activity when you're gone, increased excitement only when you come back. Not just any person. Research using technology and observation has shown many dogs display behavior changes during owner absence. Some become less playful, some rest more. Some remain alert near entry points. Others show elevated stress behaviors depending on the depth of attachment and the dog's temperament. And here's something especially touching. In some studies, dogs greeted their owners with more enthusiasm than familiar non-owners, indicating the emotional significance of that specific bond. That means your return is not just the arrival of a human, it's the return of their human, the one they anchor to, the one associated with comfort, familiarity, routine, and security. So if your dog's whole body softens when you walk in, if they run to you, then settle more peacefully than before, if the house seems to emotionally reset once you're back, that's love. And for many dogs, it's stronger than owners realize. 7. They lean on you, sigh near you, or relax their whole body around you. This may be the most beautiful sign of all. A dog that truly loves and trusts you doesn't just get excited around you. They relax around you. That deep sigh when they lie beside you, that slow lean against your legs, that soft, loose body when you touch them. That moment they stop scanning the world and simply rest in your presence. Those are not small things. They're signs that your dog sees you as emotional safety. In animal behavior, relaxation is incredibly revealing. Excitement can happen for many reasons. Food causes excitement. Strangers can cause excitement. Noise causes excitement. But deep relaxation, that's different. That means the nervous system is settling. Your dog is saying, without words, "I don't have to be on guard right now. I feel okay here. With you, I can let go." And that may be one of the purest forms of love a dog can show. Because real attachment isn't just about joy, it's about peace. So, does your dog love you more than you realize? If they check on you, sleep near you, shake off after emotional reunions, bring you treasured objects, watch you softly, miss you when you're gone, and fully relax in your presence, then the answer is probably yes. More than yes, actually. Your dog may be loving you in quiet, constant, deeply emotional ways you've been overlooking every single day. And maybe that's what makes a dog's love so powerful. It's not always loud. It's often hidden in the little things, the repeated things, the behaviors that seem ordinary, until you understand what they mean. And once you do, you never see your dog the same way again. If your dog does any of these signs, let me know in the comments. Which one does your dog do the most? And if you learned something new today, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because on this channel, we dive deep into the emotional lives of dogs, what their behaviors really mean, and the hidden signs they've been showing us all along. Also, if you want more videos about how dogs feel when you leave, the signs your dog sees you as their favorite person, or what dogs do in their final days to say goodbye, check out the next video on screen now. Your dog may be telling you more than you think. You just have to know how to listen.